Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslakir Gerleaf. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey into the world of non-renewable resources. So buckle up and get ready for an enlightening ride. Non-renewable resources. They power our world, but they're not infinite. Let's start with the basics. Non-renewable resources are those that can't be replenished in a short period. Think coal, oil, natural gas. They're the buried sunshine, the ancient marine mystery that we've come to depend on so heavily. Now get this. According to the International Energy Agency, a whopping 84% of the world's primary energy came from non-renewable sources in 2019. That's right, 84%. It's like we're running on a treadmill powered by dinosaur juice. But here's the thing. These resources, they're not just numbers on a chart. They're deeply intertwined with our daily lives. Take a moment and look around you. That plastic water bottle, the fuel in your car, the electricity powering your devices. Chances are, they're all connected to non-renewable resources in some way. It's like we're in a global game of resource Jenga, and we keep pulling out blocks without thinking about the consequences. But what if we did think about the consequences? What if we imagined a world without non-renewables? It's a scary thought, isn't it? Our dependence on these resources is like a double-edged sword. They've propelled us forward, but they've also created some serious challenges. Let's talk about one of those challenges, the environmental impact. When we burn fossil fuels, we release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. It's like we're throwing a massive blanket over the Earth, trapping heat and causing all sorts of problems. In fact, the Global Carbon Project found that fossil fuels accounted for a staggering 33.1 gigatons of CO2 emissions in 2019. That's like releasing the weight of over 7 million elephants in CO2 every single day. But here's a plot twist. It's not just about the environment. Non-renewable resources are also at the center of a global geopolitical dance. Countries like the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Russia are top oil producers, and they've got a lot of power when it comes to shaping global markets and politics. It's like a high-stakes chess game, but instead of pawns and queens, we've got pipelines and tankers. And speaking of markets, let's not forget the economic roller coaster that comes with non-renewable resources. Oil prices, for example, are more volatile than a soap opera plot. In 2014, a barrel of crude oil cost over $100. Fast forward to 2020, and it plummeted to below $20. It's like the world's most unpredictable theme park ride. But amidst all the challenges, there's also hope on the horizon. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power are stepping up to the plate. They're like the underdog team in a sports movie, ready to take on the big leagues. In fact, the International Renewable Energy Agency found that renewables accounted for a record-breaking 72% of all new power capacity additions in 2019. That's a serious power move. And let's not forget about the incredible innovations happening in the world of non-renewable resources. Scientists and engineers are finding ways to make extraction more efficient, less damaging, and even a bit more sustainable. It's like they're solving a massive puzzle piece by piece. But here's the thing. It's not just up to the scientists and policymakers to solve this resource riddle. We've all got a part to play. Whether it's making small changes in our daily lives, supporting sustainable initiatives, or advocating for change on a larger scale, every action counts. So as we continue on this non-renewable resource odyssey, let's remember that we're all in this together. We've got the power to shape our future, to find balance, and to create a world where we're not just surviving, but thriving. And on that note, let's wrap up today's episode of Understand All. We've covered a lot of ground, from the formation of fossil fuels to the geopolitical dance of resource production, from the environmental challenges to the glimmers of hope on the horizon. But this is just the beginning of the conversation. So here's my challenge to you. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep seeking out knowledge. The more we understand about the world around us, the better equipped we are to make positive changes. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and never stop learning. I'm Aslakir Gerleaf, and this has been Understand All. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through the world of non-renewable resources.